Dear viewers, in this video, we will understand about the different kind of average functions available in Google Sheet. So here I have the list of these functions. So we will see about each one of them one by one in our video. So we'll start with average. So what is the formula average in Google Sheet refers to? So if I type average and if I select these values, and if I close the bracket, it gives me an average. And if you see here, I have one value which is AB, which is not a numeric value, which is a text. So this average will be calculated excluding this. Even though there are 12 data points, this average would have been calculated only for 11 data points. That's about average. Now we'll understand about average A. So I'm going to use this function average A. I'm going to select the data points. I'm going to close the bracket. And if you see this time, average A as a formula has taken this text also into consideration, and it would have replaced this with 0, or it would have considered it as 0. If you see here, if I replace it with 0, you see both average and average A is returning the same value. So the meaning is it takes all the values or all the individual cells into consideration in the formula, and if there is a text, then it considers it as a 0. D average, database average. We have already posted a separate video on this anyway as part of this average series. Let's see. So D average is a database function, and how does it work? I say is equal to D average. I select this entire database. I put a comma. Then I need to mention the field where the average will be calculated, and here the field is marks. Then I need to say what is the criteria. So for example, if I select these two criteria and then close the bracket, the meaning is I want the average of Vinod for term 1, and it will return that value. Similarly, I can say only term 1 or term 2 Vinod. So I can give the criteria based on this particular cells, and it calculates the average. Average if. So how does average if works? So I type is equal to average if. So the first information I need to select will be the criteria range. Let's assume here my criteria range is term. Then I need to mention the criteria. I want the average for term 2. Then I need to mention the average range, which will be this column. So what will happen is you will get the average of term 2 exam marks. Average if yes. So I'm going to type average if yes. So here I can select the average range, which will be marks. Then I can select criteria 1. So criteria 1 will be I want term 1. So I select this and I select term 1. So I want term 1 marks, that is criteria 1. The second criteria will be name. So I want term 1 marks of, let's say, Vinod. So that will be the criteria range, and that will be the criteria requirement. And if I say OK, I get the term 1 average of Vinod. So what we can achieve through average if S can be also achieved through D average. Now we will understand about rank average. So say is equal to rank dot average. So I'm going to select these data points. So let's say I am going to select 65 as a value. Then I can select the data from here till the end. Then I can say comma. Now I can put 1 or 0. I'm going to put 1. So if I put 1, it represents ascending. If I put 0, it represents descending. So from the top, this number is the 12th number. 65 is the 12th number from the top. That's the last, right? So that is the meaning. If I put 0 here, you will see it will become the first number. So that is the meaning of rank dot average. And then we will see average weighted. So here I have Muruga term 1 score 50, term 2 score 65. The simple average of 50 and 65 will be 57.5, simple average. Whereas if we do weighted average, I am assigning a weightage of 2 to term 1 marks and a weightage of 1 to term 2 marks. So that means what? 66.66 percentage weightage for term 1 and only 33.34 percentage weightage for term 2 if you want to put it in percentage way. Say I say is equal to average dot weighted. I select the values, I put a comma, and then I select the weightages. And if I close the bracket, it will return the weighted average for the given date. Hope this video was helpful for you to understand all the functions that are available in Google Sheets with respect to average concept. See you in another Google Sheets video. Thank you.